how did you end up being roommates with Kim Kardashian's makeup artist?
His name's Rob Sheppy, good friend. Robbie and I met on a job when I lived in Miami before I moved out to LA. I met Rob on a job for Maybelline. I actually was trying to get into doing photo shoots, and one of my good friends who now works at ATMA, Duber Osario, was doing the hair for that, and I asked if I could come along, and he said sure. So I came along, did a job for free, met Rob, and then it's a small group of people in the industry, so everybody kind of knows everybody. And then when I moved out, it was set up where I could stay with him, so I stayed with him for a couple of months until I got my place in Venice. You stayed with me in Venice, right?
Studio City.
Studio City. Oh, that was before I moved to Venice.
It was literally because that was back in 2012 when
That's when I first moved to LA then.
Yeah, I think it was really fresh because
Yeah.
Alana was like, "Are you cool staying at this guy's house?" I literally had met you like an hour before, and I'm like, "Look, if you say he's a good dude, I'm happy to crash on his couch. I don't think he's gonna molest me." Because back in 2012, like if you were getting a couple of likes on a photo, that was insane. But I remember seeing his phone, and it was just blip 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 blip.
Yeah.
And I was just like, is this guy kind of like a big deal? And the way you said it was so casual. It's like, oh yeah, that's Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. I'm like,
Yeah, I suppose when you're around it all the time, it just seems, I just think of him as my buddy Rob.
of course,
You know,
like
but
we're all humans at
yeah.
the end of the day.
I remember like if I in the beginning, if I shot with a model that had, let's say, 40,000 followers and I posted and she tagged, I would get like hundreds of new followers.
Yeah.
Like overnight, it would be like 300 new followers.
Yeah.
Whereas now I do something with somebody who's got 3 million followers and I might get maybe one or two. Sometimes a couple more, but like it's crazy.